Hello there, I am Gifty Auntie and welcome to TSP with Gifty Auntie.
Who can deny Gifty?
No.
I don't think anyone shall. Thank you for having me.
Hello there, I'm Gifty Auntie and welcome to TSP with me. Can you feel the energy? It's not every time you get to do this. Listen, every now and then you get to spend time, have a conversation with somebody very special. This one I consider her as my little sister. She's supported me in so many ways, but she's got a story. There are things I don't know about her, and today you and I are going to find out. She's an amazing woman doing great things, not just in America, but in Ghana here. Her birthday, for some years now, she comes to... Anyway, I'm talking too much. But before I introduce her, let me say thank you to Neural Gold for my rich auntie vibe. You know, I even have pockets, you know. Thank you so much to her. My hair is by Hair Center, the Hair Center at East Legon. Thank you so much to her. And then my makeup is by Teva. She's on Instagram. Contact her. Makeup products, Sigma by Maybelline. Thank you, thank you. And of course, my beads, the one and only 20 Craft. I'm so grateful to all those who make sure that I look quite, nice, even in my old age, as I come before you week after week. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and let's welcome the lady I simply call the amazing, the phenomenal Albie. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Finally,
too.
I get you on the set.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Please take a seat. I'll be back. And I'll be back with revealing conversation. We are going to capture her story. Mwah. See you. Welcome back to TSP with me, Gifty Auntie. And today, yes, I get to celebrate a younger sister of mine doing great things in America and in Ghana. I had to catch her fast because she came down recently to visit. Now, before I introduce her properly and we get talking, let me acknowledge my sponsors. And of course, it's Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan. The new order of retirement is here. Now you can retire on your own terms with a guaranteed monthly income. You heard me right. For the rest of your life. Simply invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and start receiving monthly income to enjoy the perfect retirement that you deserve. It is that easy. The best part is you get to enjoy added benefits of an annual benefit every single year. Every single year. Call Old Mutual on 050-543-4333. 050-453-4333, or simply go to www.oldmutual.com, or you can also dial *789*01# to place a call. And as they say, Obrapa Ahoto. We also say thank you to Telecel. It used to be Vodafone, now it is Telecel, and it promises to give us the best and nothing but the best. Kidsville, where children's life, their dreams come alive. Go in there and that little child in you will also come alive. From toys to stationery, to shoes, to clothes, to gifts for children and newborns and balloons, every single thing. Is it your child's birthday party? Go there and they will sort you out beautifully. We are also grateful to Vena Mineral Water. Vena Purified Mineral Water has a balanced pH level. It has all the quality minerals in it. It is low in sodium and it believes in giving back to society by sharing love and changing lives. Now, to my guest, who is also sharing love and changing lives, not only in America, but in Ghana here. She is Alberta Abladepe, and she is a project management practitioner and also a philanthropist. Welcome back home.
Thank you.
And welcome to TSP with Gifty Auntie.
Yay, thank you.
It's good to see you.
Thank you so much. Great to see you too.
How have you been?
I've been wonderful.
I hear you just released your latest book.
I did. The Brave Little Friends, my very first children book.
That's interesting.
Very
Any idea
excited.
behind that?
Well, just to actually teach kids kindness and courage. I'm a mother of 6, including triplets. So that's something that I want my children to know.
Wait, a mother of 6, including triplets.
Yes.
Triplets, are they all girls, all boys, or they are mixed?
2 boys, 1 girl.
Wow.
So I
Are they the first?
5 boys and 1 girl.
You have 5 boys and
Yes, I had a boy, had another boy. I'm like, God, I want a little girl. And so let me just try it again. And then I had triplets. So then checking the gender, I had another boy. I almost passed out. So I really wanted that little girl. And then the other one was a girl.
Tell me, how has it been raising 6 kids in America?
Not easy at all, but the grace of God. Because I've always just been that woman that wanted 1 or 2 kids. I wanted to, just travel and have fun and just, I'm not sure why I got to 6. I have no idea, but here I am. I had no triplets. I have no multiples in my family. And he have twins in his family. So I'm not sure what happened, but God decided to bless us this way.
So it was a natural conception of 3.
Natural.
And God gave you 3.
God gave me 3, yes. So let me clarify that here. A lot of people kept asking me that question.
Yeah.
Is it IV something or
yeah.
is it natural? It's natural. I had 2 boys already.
Right.
So I just wanted a girl and then 3. I have no idea, but
God said, collect them.
I question God. I'm like, God, there is a lot of women out there looking for kids. And you know my heart. I just wanted 1 or 2. You decided to give it to me this way. But I remember that I was, just complaining and frustrated. And my pastor, I remember he visited and said, Albie, you see, you have a good heart. So, with everything you do, probably if God gave you a car or a mansion, it's something that maybe if you work hard, you could buy. But kids are, gift from God that money cannot buy. So,
Yeah.
and from there, I'm like, okay, thank you, Lord Jesus. So God, forgive me for all the complaints.
Wow. But raising the 3 kids, you have support.
It's not easy at all.
Because the triplet at the same time, because 1 baby at a time.
It was tough. It was really, really tough. It wasn't easy at all. That triplet pregnancy, my pregnancy were good. But when I got pregnant with the triplets, it was no joke. I was so huge. I couldn't fit in this room. And for them turning inside, it was just hard. And then when they came out, nursing them every 2 hours, breast milk, but God has been good. My husband, I just want to give him a shout out. Mr. Saki, you did a wonderful job.
Bless him.
He wasn't used to it, but he tried and he got used to it.
That was his first kid?
No, actually, we had 2 already. So that was the number 3.
Oh, okay. Okay, so all the 6 are with the same person?
Yes.
Your same husband. You've been married?
So I have 1 child with a different man.
Okay.
And then all the 5 is with him.
With him, okay.
Yes,
you have,
yes.
Yeah. But I follow you on social media and you speak so well of him, your husband.
He's amazing. I have been married before and went through a divorce. It was terrible. So he coming along was like, okay, is he here just, because usually from experience when you go through divorce and then you have guys come along that sometimes they feel like they're doing you a favor. So as soon as he showed up, I'm like, I hope you are not doing me, you're not going to treat me.
Doing me a favor?
Yeah, I was actually on guard. And so the list thing I'm flipping, but he was able to handle me. People know me, how you like, I guess when he came, everybody like, can you handle that lady? It's not because, it's not because I'm, it's just because I'm very, I'm actually a hustler. I'm a principal. I went to USA by myself, brought all my siblings there, so I've been hustling all this while.
You went to USA by yourself?
Yes.
Tell me that story.
Yes. So I actually went to USA. I got an admission. I was trying. In fact, I was actually doing my national service with GASM. And so then somebody told me.
Are you a Tema girl?
Yes. Born, yes. Born, bred in Tema.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went to the States by myself, went to school. and it was very hard as an international student. And, went through school.
You have to work and pay?
You have to work and pay out of pocket. And so that's what I did. And once I got there, I lost my dad. So then it was my mom and my siblings at home. I'm like, okay, I need to help. So I have to hustle in between jobs.
Tell me some of the jobs you did.
Oh my goodness. My first job was at UPS. I was a scanner scanning the boxes to be mailed. My second job was in Adidas. I was hanging clothing. So to everyone who felt like I haven't hustled in life before, I have. I have a story. And then I worked for assisted living.
Okay.
The agent, helping them and all that. It wasn't one of my favorite jobs at all. I wasn't used to it. It was so hard, but I have to do it. So I've worked there before. And then I worked at a hospital called Mercy Hospital. And from Mercy Hospital, I worked for Anthem Blue Cross for 12 years.
Okay.
And when COVID started, I decided to work for myself. So I haven't worked since. I haven't worked for any corporate company since 2020.
Wow. And you came for all your siblings?
Yes.
How
to
many?
The glory of God. So I have 4 siblings. Actually, I came for 3 of them.
Okay. Came for 3 of them. And then your mom?
And my mom.
You took your mom there too?
Yes, I did.
You seem to have a very close knit. Are you the firstborn? Second born.
So I have a big brother.
Okay.
Yes, he works.
Is he the one I met?
You've met him. Yes.
Yeah.
He's the one you met. Yes.
Who 1050?
Yes. So that's actually, that's my brother. That's my cousin. But I have another brother.
Okay.
He was there as well.
Okay.
Works for Ghana Commercial Bank.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
He's the first, and then I'm the first girl.
First girl.
Yes.
So you play the mother role.
I did.
I see. I picked that when we were at your sister's birthday. You never sat. You went around making sure everybody is okay, and you were the one put together, a homecoming kind of party for your sister.
Yes. I have been there. I have played that motherly role since when we lost our dad, and my mom is the kind that, because of my dad was from, let me say, I shouldn't say too rich, but was okay. Because of that, my mom never worked at all. So when he passed away, things became very tough, very difficult. We lost a lot of properties on my dad's side to family members. So we have to hustle from the start. So when I was leaving Ghana, I saw the hustle. I saw the situation in which we were. So I have to put, I have to have a purpose and a goal, like, okay, I want to just make sure that I'm fine so I can take care of my siblings.
When are you going to live for yourself?
I'm starting to do that now. May God help me. It's hard. I think when I'm more fulfilled when I make sure that everybody else is fine. It makes me happy.
Don't you think you've always felt compelled to make sure that you put others, because you put on that responsibility of making sure that your family is okay?
I did for a long time. And they're all doing well. They never disappointed me. My 3 of them that came to the States, my sister that you met at the birthday party, she's doing well. She's married. They all went to school because we all went there as an international student.
Right.
I wanted to make sure they were educated, not just coming to America to work. So by the grace of God, they all graduated from school. The 2 of them, the other 2, they are engineers, so they are doing well. My sister is doing well as well. So that fulfillment from that part. And I just feel like, okay, since we are all doing well, we have to be able to extend that love to other people. Because my mother has been a widow before. So I have seen that struggle before. So I remember widows. I hold them right here in this heart.
Right.
And then the kids as well, the orphans.
What do you make of this tradition? And it's not our tradition, where women, are just stripped of everything when they lose their husbands, especially when they lose the ones that, are okay or well-to-do. They strip them off. Because I believe you guys were young when your father died, so you couldn't fight much for your mother.
It's very sad. And that is why I think I respect what you do, the feminine side where you advocate for women. And it's something that I want to tell you, never stop, because the struggle is real. I mean, this is, people work so hard for their family, and just one day you have other people from nowhere who take control over them. We were young, we didn't have any much say. I think I was just the loudest out of all my siblings because they were, but I couldn't even fight. And then I have a mom who just says, it's fine, just give it to God. Sometimes I didn't understand that, but it makes sense now that I'm older, So it was really hard. So I actually feel for other women out there going through that. And my prayer is that they'll be able to empower themselves, get a skill, which is so important. Once you're able to do something for yourself, everything else becomes, secondary.
Yeah.
And that's what something that I tell people and my little siblings who are even girls, that I don't care how much money your husband is. I don't care how much money your dad have or whatever. Make sure you do something for yourself. And it's so, so important. So at that point, I remember losing our daddy, like, okay, I have to stand up and do something for myself. And it's really helped. This is our story today.
Yes, your story today.
And it's beautiful.
And you touched on the bit where you talk about it's so important for women to make sure that they're dirty their hands, no matter what, no matter what. I believe that your mother, had good intention of staying at home to take care of you guys whilst your dad, because really there was no need for at that time. But look at what happened. Do you think your mom had any regrets for not working?
She did. She was very hardworking. She sacrificed a lot, but she just didn't have that support. My mom's family side, they just didn't have that support. They weren't rich. They didn't have money. So she was very intelligent. But once she got married to my dad, she didn't get that opportunity to work. And I think I'm going to say this because sometimes the money will be like, I got you. Yeah. You don't have to work. I make a lot of money, but still work. I'm not saying be disrespectful to your husband or don't listen, but you have to. I think there is something called tough love.
Yes.
And I pray that women will be able to practice that in their marriages. It doesn't mean you are disrespecting them, but you should be able to make certain decisions for yourself, especially in this century.
Yeah.
You just have to do that. So no matter how much promises you're hearing or they're giving you, do something for yourself. And so I don't think my mom, I wouldn't say she regretted, but I think she wished that things were differently. She did things differently.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you had that conversation with your mom to find out how she feels about, watching you, her daughter at a very early age where you should be out there having fun, traveling around the world, but hustling to make sure you take care of your younger ones?
She is very grateful. Don't
assume. Have you had that conversation with her?
I have actually had that conversation with her.
Okay.
I didn't want to, she's still an African mother. So sometimes the way you talk is a little different. You don't want feelings to be hurt.
Right.
But I have seen her I remember when I had my triplets, she just feel like, she feel obligated, like she have to help me because she feel like she has been, I have been there when she needed it the most. I don't want to come off and say, well, I did your work. Sometimes I'm like, I did your job for you. You know what I mean? But I knew that she did so well with what she had at that point in time. And I'm glad that God made it possible for me to be there to step in as a mom to my siblings as well.
Yeah. How old are your kids?
So my first is 11.
Okay. And
then I have a 9-year-old. And then my triplets turned 7. And my last one is 5.
Why? You went with a plan? 2, 2, 2.
Interestingly.
11, 9, 7, 5.
So my 11-year-old was from my first marriage. Right. And then my 8-year-old, it was unplanned because when I didn't know, I was told so many things. You're not going to find anybody. Nobody's going to marry you again. And then this is a guy that I have dated before, just knowing that, something happened with my marriage. Yeah. When it comes to Ohio, when I was going through divorce, it was a huge topic. I'm not sure why people are interested in, because it was all over. But I had, I have to, and where it was coming out from was a shock to me because it was even in the church the most. Yes, and that's where I go and worship. I mean, when you are burdened and everything, you should be able to go to church and come back relieved.
It should be the comfort zone.
The comfort
safe
zone.
Space.
Absolutely. But in my experience, though, that's where I had headache. Because once I go there, that's where you hear all kind of things. And the nice part of it is I decided not to explain myself. I just gathered some courage. I'm like, okay, this is the situation I find myself in. I'm not going to kill myself. But it's not every other. I have seen people go through those situations. And in my case, this is somebody that I came to Ghana for. You know what I mean?
You took him to America.
I took him to America from Ghana as well. You know, so.
I hear that happens a lot.
A lot. Yeah. And then not just him, even with his mother. So
you took his mother too?
Yeah, the mother too. So when everything happened and how I was treated, I remember that I had my baby. My baby was 3 weeks old when he had his green card and just walked out of the house like,
gee.
You know what I mean? So I didn't even know his green card was here. You know, I was literally, following up and calling.
And for him.
I filed for him, petitioned for him. And he was denied visa so many times. So I had to come to Ghana and go to the embassy with him like, what's going on? Right. And he got it. And the excitement, I think, usually before things like this happen, God gives us so many red flags that we don't pay attention to. Exactly. And I feel like I ignore a lot of red flags and this happened. So when that happened, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to kill myself. And it's still God, because it was so difficult having a 3 weeks old baby and going through all this. And it wasn't just that. Because if I was just divorced, that was it. It was the fact that, he took me through so many legal battles. Yes. So, I was there, I'll be there and then I'll get a letter saying that I want half of your pension money. This is my first time actually sharing some of the details on your show. Because people know it, but they just don't know exactly what happened. I want half of your money. Okay, I'm not working, so I want you to pay me. So then I noticed like, okay, this is somebody I brought. This is somebody that I was taking care of, and just for the fact that it looks like people are telling him what to do. So at that point, I have to flip. And I have to let the American in me come out and be like, you are not going to treat me this way. And I remember that my mom just had come. And then she came again with, don't worry, give it to God. I'm like, no, this one. Yeah, you understand.
God says we should fight. The violent take it by force. Yeah.
I remember I didn't have any money to get a lawyer and all that. It was too much for me. And I had to represent myself in court. It was my first time.
Girl, you've been doing a lot.
And seeing him and having a lawyer and then seeing me just standing there. But God was great. God flipped everything around. And that's where I trusted God the most. Because, we all know there is God, but I won't say that I used to trust God like that. You know what I mean? I had questions and doubts, but God really showed himself so faithful. Everything flipped around. They said I won't get married again. Here I am. I'm married, and not just married, to a very handsome man, a good man, and have all my kids again. So I give God the praise.
Amen. Wow. This is a story and a half. You've been through a lot. I can only imagine, those tough times. You lost some friends, I believe.
Oh, I lost a lot of friends. And, and the interesting thing is there were people that admire me a lot, people that love me. And, I remember this particular guy went to each and every one of them, giving the side of the story. You know what I mean? And he was a calm one. So once he tells his side of the story, people seems to believe him a lot and be like, okay, you are the loud part. So
it's always your fault because you are the loud one.
Exactly. So I ended up losing a lot of friends. And it was still good. I thank God for not that losing them is making me happy, but then I just felt like they were needed. God knew people that should be in my life at that point in time, and even now. So I lost a lot of people, but it was a good loss.
I like that.
Yes.
It was a good loss.
Yes.
Because sometimes you have to lose to win.
That is right.
You have to lose to win.
Right.
When God is taking you to the next level, some people and certain things have to fall off. They don't have to be. Yeah.
That is true.
Wow. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You
Thank
don't
my
look
big
like what
sis.
you've been through.
I don't look like what I've been through at all. I do
Girl,
not.
you don't look. Is that why you wrote that book, your first book?
Greatness Against All Odds. I remember writing that book and giving it to my siblings. Because at a point in time, because, I had my siblings, so we were actually all in one bedroom where I brought him as well. But he is asking me to let my siblings go because he doesn't want. Of course, I knew we were married, but then I just didn't have a choice. They were going to school. I was supporting them. So I couldn't just. So they witnessed everything I went through as well. So I remember when I wrote the book and I was sitting there, I'm like, what topic, what title? And then it just dawned on me, like, greatness against all odds. And my definition of greatness is not because I'm rich or I'm actually at a height where, no, but my greatness was survival.
Yeah.
I'm looking at everything I went through and, where I am. Your definition of greatness might be different, but mine was just that God sustaining me and where I am today, and to be able to be a blessing for other people as well. I call it greatness.
Yeah. Were there times when you felt like this is it for you? You didn't think that anything good could come out of you after this?
So many times I have felt that way. So many times I have felt that way, but that is why I keep mentioning God. And I'm not just saying it because, everybody says God, but God really, really helped me, because it got to a point where I'm like, wow, I have one child. I'm going through all this divorce. My siblings are here. I'm the one caring for them. They are all in school. Everyone is staying here with me. My dad is passed. My mom doesn't have a job, and I'm in school myself trying to, get my degree, and this happened. What am I going to do? When am I going to who am I going to even meet again that, and I've been told so many times that you are not going to get anybody.
Yeah.
But I just thank God for that courage and that confidence. And it made me believe, like, let me tell you, if you are a woman out there and somebody is telling you that you are not going to get anybody, or you are in a relationship, or you are dealing with a narcissist, I'm not sure what you're dealing with, but let me tell you, there is hope and there is so much grace. Don't give up. Don't you dare give up, because God is actually in the miracle business.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to encourage and empower yourself, because if you're actually expecting other people to do that for you, they will fail you. Sometimes with African community, it comes across as you not being humble.
Yeah.
But
being arrogant.
Don't lose that at all. Believe in yourself and know who you are. Because I feel love yourself. I'm a 330 pounds lady right now, but
and you got it. And you love to make. I mean, some of the things you wear, your shorts you wear, and I'm like, Charlie. And you rock it so well.
Thank you, big sis. Thank you so much.
Your birthday pictures. Listen, go follow her on Instagram, okay? I'll be Upload.
Yes, I'll be Upload.
Upload. Yes, I'll be Upload. Follow her. And I mean, sometimes I go through your pictures like, girl. It's all about how you carry yourself.
It's true. Very true.
It's not about what you have, but what you do with what you have.
Very true.
Anyway, let me take a break. When we come back, we get to what she's doing now. She's released her latest book, The Brave Little Friends. This one she's going to autograph for my girl.
I gave her one even already.
You've given her one already. Oh, okay. I'm too late to do that.
You're too late.
And her first book, Greatness Against All Odds, it's also on Amazon. And then if you are interested, you can get in touch with us or in touch with you.
Yes.
Through Instagram. Okay, let me say thank you to Bigger Drinks, House of Food, Auntie Vera and the team. Thank you so much, Mrs. Sofori Poku. Always grateful to you. You've been amazing. Thank you to Yep Cleaning Services. They make sure our environment is always clean. All Cuisine. Thank you for the pastries you get every time. Today, you see my guys, they've enjoyed it. Thank you to you. Thank you to E-Gardens, Heaven's Zen Gardens on Instagram for our natural plants. This one is a beautiful water rose, and you go there and you get all the plants that you want. Amazing. She's got great designs, and trust me, you go in there, come out a different person, because there's a presence there that you won't miss it. We take a break. When we come back, we get to the now. And Welcome back to TSP with me, Gifty Auntie. I'm having an amazing chat, conversation, revealing and captivating conversation with my baby sister, my little sister. She turned 40 not too long ago.
43.
40, not too long ago.
Yes.
43. I'm 11 years older than her, so you can imagine. Right. Well, let me say thank you to Old Mutual. The new order of retirement is here. Now you can retire on your own terms with a guaranteed monthly income for the rest of your life. Yes, you heard me right. Simply invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual retirement salary plan today and start receiving a monthly income to enjoy a perfect retirement for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. The best part is you get to enjoy added benefits of an annual increase every single year. Listen, so call Old Mutual today. 050-453-4333, 050-453-4333, or visit www.oldmutual.com, or better still, simply dial *789*01# to place a call. Obrapa, Ahoto, Enkwa. Thank you to Kidsville, where your children's dream come alive. Everything. They are on the Spinters Road, adjacent to Noble House, and you walk in there and everything kids, you will get it there. We are also grateful to Telecel and of course, Bigo Drinks. Now, Albie, you seem to be somebody who's experienced a lot of betrayals.
A whole lot.
But yet you decide to continue to do good. Which of the betrayals really hurt you, aside the marriage?
Interesting. Thank you. Betrayals. Sometimes it's actually the most painful part is when you turn and see who is starving you.
Yeah.
That is what hurts the most. So I have been disappointed in so many ways, just like you've said, but ones that hurt me so much. And I pray that God forgive the person and just take that bitterness away from me as well.
You're still hurting from that experience.
And it hurts me anytime I remember. So I remember a few years ago, my trip to Ghana. I went to Tema Market and I saw a lady selling right in front of a shop, a beans shop, a popular bean spot in Tema Comty
In Tema Comty That corner there.
A corner there.
Thank you.
And she was a middle-aged lady. She was an Ewe. Anytime I see Ewes, I don't know why, but I get excited. My mom is from Equiapim. My dad is Ewe. But, the Ewe part. So then when we spoke and then she mentioned her name, So I took her number and I noticed that she happened to know my cousin as well. So she cooks for, she knows my cousin or they know her. Whatever she was selling, I remember there were panties, little girls' panties that I remember asking her, how much can I buy all this so you can go home and rest? Because it was so hot. And then she said, then the old currency, 50 something, 50 cedis, something like 50 cedis worth. So then I was so sad in my spirit, like, oh my goodness, for the whole day. Anyway, long story short, we connected, became cool. I met, some of her family members and, my cousin knows her. So I was like, okay, I had triplets, so let me see if I can bring this woman to the States to come help me with the kids. And so the first try was getting her passport and everything and getting her, to go to the embassy. The first embassy she went didn't go well. And so then again, I remember just coming down again. I'm like, okay, we got to get this together.
You a goal-getter.
Yeah, so
you don't take no for
an
answer.
No, I really push for things. So she went the second time, she got 5 years visa. Like, oh yay. So then her whole family, the mom and whoever, most of them I don't know, but they called. They were so excited, like, oh my goodness. So then when she had to leave, I remember asking her, like, I would like you to come help with my kids. Do you have children? She said she have 3 kids. So she mentioned their names. I'm like, okay, they were all older kids. Your mom What else can we do for you to be comfortable before you leave? If my mom can get a nice place or something like that. So I remember my brother making sure that the mom's rent is paid. I have a son who is going to Legon. We took care of the school fee, whatever we can do to make this lady actually comfortable and come in to leave. She was so excited she came. I was so impressed the first week, second week. Let me summarize this story. I decided to be actually giving this woman $100 every Friday because she have a phone
every week.
Every week. I just felt like, okay, she have family back home, so let me give her something small. So then, she's not literally asking me for everything. I mean, like, things that might be a little private to send, So she have food, you have accommodation, she got her phone and everything. The first time she watched YouTube, like, oh my goodness, this is my first time watching, Nigerian movie, so many things. She was very grateful. And I started giving this woman $100 every Friday. I just felt like it was cool. And she told me that...
why my heart is pointing.
So I introduced this lady to a lot of people. People were thinking my auntie is here, because when I go shopping, I'm shopping the same thing. I love Adidas brand a lot. So, and then I'll buy her this and people started calling me like, oh, I'll be...
That reminds me, you owe me Adidas sneakers.
I got you. You're spoiling this your auntie too much. And, because I felt like, I've always been helping other people, even strangers. So this is somebody who is helping me with my children, my kids. So I want her to be very comfortable. Like I want her to feel at home and just to feel like she belongs, And so I went above and beyond. So one day I was there when she told me she wanted to do a Victoria's Secret business. How much would you need? She's like, oh, if she can get $2,000. I'm like, okay. We'll make it happen. We got $2,000. She bought stuff and she shipped. She's like, okay, somebody will take care of the business back home. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a plan. So at least if they're selling the stuff, you could actually sort your family members here. So we don't have to. That was going on. And I was there one day when she came to tell me that she have a funeral. She have to come back to Ghana. That's when I blinked like, I don't come to Ghana for a funeral to turn back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she's like, okay, she have to go. Who passed away? This is not some family. Okay, no problem. This woman came to Ghana and returned back to the States and called me one day and told me that the $100 that I was giving her on Fridays are not enough. I was shocked. You need to see my face. Like, this is somebody who was selling something that now is what, 50 Ghana cedi, and then $100.
You've done all that.
Some
people would deduct all that they've done for you from the money before you have to work.
But let me tell you, I had plans for this lady. I wanted to help her adults, children. They were all, I wanted her to find, make sure that she was legalized because, she have a 5 years visa. We had plans, And let me tell you, what hurt the most is my husband wanted to go for somebody that he knows. And I'm like, okay, trust me. This woman is so good. I haven't, just on I just, let's,
I feel it in my spirit that she's...
I said all kind of things. She changed when I told her. I said, no, I can't give you $150. This is how much I can give you, but you need to be patient. Her attitude, she wake up in the morning, and I remember that I was working from home, and she would just be in the couch, and I have my little child crying, literally. I was hurt. I was able to track. I know exactly where she is. I wanted to actually have her send back because she's actually on my name. You understand?
Yeah.
And my mom here again, like, just give it to God. Maybe just God want you to, And so then I prayed and gave it to God. But sometimes when I remember, it hurts me a lot.
So anytime you come to Ghana, you come to do some child, because you come to Ghana a lot.
I do.
Your siblings are not here. Your mother is not here. But you do come to Ghana a lot. What is it about Ghana that you love so much?
First of all, I was born, bred in Ghana. I have seen the struggle in Ghana. I feel like we need to give back. It makes me happy. Ghana is my home. Ghana is Ghana. Anytime I'm in Ghana, I feel so excited. I feel so happy. Like, I love Ghana, I like Ghana. So besides good food and everything, I just love Ghana. I just feel like, sometimes you don't have too much, but, the little you have is a lifesaver to so many people. I've been to Kolebu Teaching Hospital where just some of these babies just needed little drops. And, some money that I probably would have just gone to McDonald's and spent on my kids for dinner or save people's life. And it was like, oh my goodness, I need to do this often. I love to come to Ghana. I want to go directly to, I had certain experience where I'm leaving donation in the hands of people that it doesn't go to the right places.
Yeah.
So I have decided that I'm going to come myself and go to these places and be a blessing unto them, because I want them to be able to benefit from what I'm actually giving them. I've been to we've renovated schools by the grace of God. So, and I'm seeing those smile on these people's faces. There is an orphanage that I love so much. Anytime I'm in Ghana, I've been supporting them, the kids living with HIV.
Yes.
Yeah. And in Kwabenya, and I always ask myself, like, oh my goodness, how did they get this HIV? Some of them were raped and all that. They are so innocent. So these are kids that are so close to my heart, that I love so much. There are kids living with special disabilities that we picked from Denu. I picked a few of them, took them to orphanages. Sometimes I have so many problems with the processes. I remember taking a child to an orphanage in Tema, and I noticed that most of the things that we donate to them, they sell them. So and you have to see the shock on my face. So I keep moving these kids around and moving them around. So in future, I'm just praying that I'll start my own orphanage and build an orphanage and take care of these kids how I want to take them. So Ghana just brings me so much joy. I have so much tie in Ghana. I have so many kids around in the orphanages in Ghana, and Ghana is home.
For someone who loves kids and you expected God to give you only two. So what's next for you? Alberta, what's your Ewe name?
Esinam.
Alberta, Esinam.
Yes. Akosia Ablodepe.
Alberta, Esinam, Akosia
Ablodepe Saki.
Saki.
Because I don't want to take my last name off. So it's still there, and then Saki.
What is next for you?
All right. So
for you.
For me, I want to live life. I want to love life. I want to have fun. And I love to travel a lot.
Yeah.
So you know that I do that. I have 6 children. So my kids, just seeing them grow, I want to be in their life. I just want them to live life too. So on this trip, I brought all of them to Ghana as well. Yes.
Wow, yes. That's good. I mean, throughout the conversation, you've given advice to women, married, single, and all that. But in a wrap, I just want you to look into the camera and tell that woman watching you, that younger man, that mother, that divorcee, that widowed, woman, that daughter watching you, to give them assurance that they can become great against all odds.
That's true. All right. So fellow women, singles, married, divorcee, it doesn't matter if you're out there going through anything. It's just a matter of time. You're going to be great against all odds. And number 1, the trust of God. Number 2, believe in yourself. Number 3, don't take a no for an answer, because there is a yes somewhere waiting for you. Number 4, to the divorcees, to single moms that feel like, okay, they can, you can. And one thing that I want to put out there is that, please, if you're not doing anything, it doesn't even matter just selling water. Any little thing you can do for yourself, it's super duper important. Please do it for yourself first. And whether you're married, whether you're single, whether you're a single mom, whether you have the richest husband in this whole world, and you're a woman out there, I want you to be able to empower yourself. You be able to do something for yourself. This world is changing. You can't just be there and relax on people, and there is so many ways around, and keep trusting God and everything is going to be fine. The Bible says we should ask and will be given. We should seek and we will find. We should knock and the door will open. I know most of us know that scripture, but we don't ask. We don't seek. And so when you seek, you would find an answer. God bless you all.
God bless you all. Right. On that note, I can say thank you once again to Nirol Gold for my outfit. Thank you to hair center for my hair, my beads by Twinny Craft, makeup by Tava, makeup products Sigma by Maybelline. And who else do I have to thank? Everybody who's been a part of this. Thank you so much. Thank you, Albie. I'll be back with a bit of me.
So I was unemployed, and I thought, let me help
imagine?
people who
From
are unemployed.
US doing well, then you come to home to Ghana to be unemployed.
I'm sitting at home for a whole month, unemployed, and I just said, you know what, I can help other people who are unemployed. So I became the leader of the unemployed. And I realized there were so many people, talented people, educated people. I worked in a hairdresser shop for about a couple of months.
You worked where?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Wow.
I did some hairdressing for a little while. Just before going to university, I had some free time. So I went to the school to go and learn all the cuticles and all the funny stuff.
Wow.
You know, had straightened hair. Yeah, I always wanted to learn something because I love creativity. So I just want to get a broader, perspective what being creative is all about. So I did a bit of everything. People are laughing at me over there thinking, so then it all happened and, we put two and two together and then we said we're going to start a school. Now the school was, again, as we call ourselves, a business school for creative people to develop them into freelancers. And it was going to be a paid school for rich kids who are looking for an alternative to go to school. Not to go to university, but looking for something else. Yeah. So we procured a lot of high-end equipment. But I remember when I left London in 2010 to go to America, that is when I had a scholarship, a free tuition scholarship. And then I felt led. God was like, remember what they did for you, do it for them. It's amazing because I never ever thought I was going to be a pastor. Because I love music and I was into all sorts of music things like music production.
Truth be told, it's tough to do good. Good people always struggle. I don't know why, but people with a good heart always get their hearts broken. They experience betrayal. They experience disappointment. But what makes them stand out is they don't give up on humanity. They keep doing good. They keep giving. They keep sacrificing. Why? Maybe it's in their DNA. Maybe that's how they were created. So to you out there, who keeps doing good, who keeps being disappointed, I know how it feels. I understand it. I have experienced it. So yes, I know it. And to you out there, who people keep reaching out to you and you take them for granted. You disrespect them, disregard them, show so much ungratefulness just because somebody has helped you to get somewhere. Life happens. There is a God. Some people call it karma. It is real. What you sow, you will definitely reap. What you sow, when you sow kindness, you reap kindness. When you sow bitterness, pain, betrayal, you reap the same thing. The choice is yours. Whatever you decide to sow, it's up to you. But know for sure, it is exactly what you reap in a multiple fold. I am a woman with super crazy faith in God, and I know God has got me covered. And He's giving me wisdom to make sure I continue to sow goodness. I'm not perfect. None of us is perfect, but there are levels of imperfection. We can only try our best and leave the rest to God. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.